Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. Now, how do we find that great joy inside? When we're melancholy all the time, we feel terrible, and that can even create disease. And I talk about herbs and healing and that type of thing. But one of the great healings that we can ever have is to connect to joy. And where is joy? Well, it's not any particular place, it's everywhere, and it's inside of us. All we have to do is allow ourselves to go there to that great place of joy inside. And one of the things I really feel is important is getting out in nature and being one with nature, which is really great. But also, it is to allow ourselves to be honest with ourselves. No particular lady who was abused as a child, and she's always stamping out of the house and say, "I'm leaving. I'm going to go to a women's shelter, and I'm going to change my name." And she's always blowing up for some reason, and there's never really any joy inside. And so she keeps creating this, and she's not really willing to look at truth. And truth is truth. No matter who we are and what we do, that truth is there. And when we start to forgive and forget and move on, we don't hold on to all that grudge stuff, and we don't hold on to anger, and we don't get upset about things because that's little fire is not brewing in the background anymore. So we let go of all that, and we start to see things in a total different way. And so it allows us to concentrate on the here and now, which are joyful. You know, Look at everything's good. You're probably watching this, looking at your computer or looking at your cell phone, and everything is great. So why shouldn't we be joyful? It is the way things are in general, and to be in celebration of every second that we're alive. You know, and I think it's really great because like this morning here where we live, it's been raining, and I can hear the doves outside. They're cooing away, and we have some little frogs, coquilles, that are chirping, and nature is enjoying the moment. So why don't we? You're not worried about what's about to happen. Yeah, there was a little dog in England, and their owners are walking on the cliffs of Dover, and all of a sudden, it was just a puppy. It was a cocker spaniel puppy, and all of a sudden, the puppy saw a seagull, and he went running after the seagull, went off the cliff, and fell down. And the owner, because it's kind of an overhang, they couldn't see the dog, but they could hear him, and it was 300 feet drop. And so they called the Coast Guard, their Coast Guard there, and they went to see what was going on. They didn't know if he would have survived, but he did go into the water. He just had some minor injuries, and he survived. And he was a little cold, but they got him into the boat, and they got him dry, and he went back to his owners. In a couple of days, he was back to normal, and he's wagging his tail, and he lived to be, he's still a very alive dog now, and he's always happy because he survived that one more chance. He was a pretty lucky dog to drop 300 feet and still be alive. And so he got to wag his tail and feel feel good about telling his tale. So, we've been through some horrific things in our life. Why don't we look back at them and say, wow, I survived that. Isn't that great? Or, I got through this. Isn't that great? Or, I got sick at one time, and isn't that great that I got well? And I remember where we lived, there was this older lady, and she was from London also. And all of a sudden, a car ran out of control and went crashing through her house and ended up in her living room. and and then here comes the ambulances and all the police and all this stuff, and they are trying to see if she's okay. And she's a little shook up, but she just looks at him and says, "You know what? I survived the Blitz in London. I'm going to survive this too." So, and she was looking on the bright side, and she was laughing about the whole thing. And that's really what we have to do with life. You know, we have to laugh about the whole thing and just be lighthearted about everything that comes our way, because it's all a great experience that we can look at in a lot of different ways, and we can decide if this is good or bad. But if we just say everything is great, everything is wonderful, because we keep looking at the positive of everything. And that's really the key to life, is seeing the positive in everything. We may not see the answer right now, but maybe we'll see it in 5 years. Maybe you'll see it in 10 years. I mean, something out of this will come out of that, you know, that changes our life forever. And we gotta really pull ourselves back from that future thinking and past thinking, or in just melancholy thinking, and be in this moment of great joy right now, just like that little dog which jumped off the cliff. I'm sure he doesn't go there anymore. So we have to allow ourselves to find great peace, great joy, great amazing things right now, just like that older lady who said, you know, I survived the Blitz, but I'll survive this. There's no doubt about it. So we have to allow ourselves to always go back there. Nobody can make us go back to that place of joy. That's something we have to do on a regular basis for ourselves, to bring ourselves back to a place of joy all the time. And this is a cognitive thing, you know, I mean, bringing myself back. I see myself, oh, step out of yourself, look at yourself from a third person perspective. What am I doing? Am I creating joy right now? Am I creating melancholy, sad feelings right now? Well, I need to extract myself out of that and create those feelings of great joy inside. And why not? You know, we are part of this great universe, and we are one with that which is eternal. And so everything which is joy lives within. You know, I am that I am. So we're allowing ourselves to move forward and pull ourselves back from that brink of that precipice of jumping that 300 foot. That's basically what we're doing. I'm sure that little dog was going, oh no, on the way down. But once he got back in the boat and he got back to his owners, he was going, wow, everything's good again. We need to pull ourselves back from that and be in the here and now. And it takes practice. It really does. We've had, you know, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years of practice of doing the opposite. So it's going to take some time to bring ourselves back from the brink all the time. But given a year, most of the time it takes about a year. Given one full year, a person can bring themselves back from that off the cliff thinking and into a great thinking of joy. And we all have that capability, every single person. And so I allow you to create that great joy in your life. You have it with you now. Every single one of us does. And you can do it. I know you can do it. And if you would like to connect with me or have a consult, all my consults are free. You can hit show more, and my email and phone number are down below, and would love to help you in any way, shape, or form I can. Also, please subscribe, and if you would like to make a donation down below, also you can find that information about making a donation. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you.